This particular video is for Black women. Like, anyone can listen, but this particular video that I'm making is for Black women to discuss, and it is a very important conversation for us to have. My abusive ex-husband was a Black man, and one of the many reasons why I put up with his abuse for so long is because of the fact that he was Black, and he would constantly share stories about how he would be mistreated in his day-to-day life, whether it was dealing with customers or with people at his job saying certain things. So there were many times when I would chalk his verbal abuse up to him just being stressed out because he's a Black man going through this tough world. Now, fast forward to towards the end of our relationship, he did put his hands on me, and I called the police on him. And I remember his mom calling me and saying, "Don't you ever call the police on a Black man. Don't you know what they do to Black men?" And when everything was going down with Megan Thee Stallion, one thing that I could relate to her when she was telling her story was how she was afraid to call the police because she knows what they do to Black men. And I immediately related to that too. After his mom had that discussion with me, I beat myself up, and I felt so bad for calling the police on him. And I can't help but wonder how many Black women are not seeking help, are not saying anything, and are allowing the abuse to continue because of the very things that I once believed. 53% of Black women will experience domestic violence. That is half of us, meaning if you go to a family gathering and put all the women in a room and divide them in half, that's what that would look like. If there's two of you out to lunch, one of you is experiencing or will experience domestic abuse. That's a horrifying statistic, and I am willing to bet that it's because of exactly the things that I believed and was told about seeking help and defending myself against Black men who abuse me.